Hello students, this is your English lesson. In this lesson we are going to read a poem, The Skylark, from Oxford Modern English 5. Students, The Skylark is written by Christina Georgina Rossetti. Christina Georgina Rossetti was an English poetess who wrote various romantic, devotional and children's poems. Goblin, Market and Remember remains famous. The poem The Skylark describes a beautiful and peaceful scene in nature. The poet seems to be in peace, enjoying the sight of a skylark in a calm setting. A skylark is flying between the green earth and the sky. It looks like a singing speck above the corn. The skylark flies effortlessly up in the sky. The poet walks in between the cornfield and says that the nest of the skylark is somewhere among the stalks. The poet stops for a moment to hear the song of skylark. Now come to the reading of the poem. I will read the stanzas one by one and explain them as well. First stanza. The earth was green, the sky was blue. I saw and heard one sunny morn a skylark hang between the two, a singing speck above the corn. In the first stanza, the poetess describes a beautiful scene of nature. She tells us about one of her life experiences. Once she was passing by the cornfield. Suddenly she captured the sight of a skylark. A skylark was flying between the earth and the sky. It looked like a singing speck above the corn. Second stanza. A stage below, in gay accord, white butterflies danced on the wing, and still the singing skylark soared, and silence sank and soared to sing. In the second stanza, the poetess tells us about the peaceful and effortless flight of the skylark. After listening to the singing bird, the white butterflies were also enjoying the melodious voice and joined the company of the bird and began to dance. Third stanza. The cornfield stretched a tender green to right and left beside my walks. I knew he had a nest unseen somewhere among the million stalks. In the third stanza, the poetess tells us that the green fields of corn were stretched to right and left, and she walked between the cornfield and said that the nest of the skylark was somewhere among the stalks. Fourth stanza. And as I paused to hear his song, while swift the sunny moments slid, perhaps his mate sat listening long and listened longer than I did. In the fourth stanza, the poetess tells us that the atmosphere and scene was so charming that she stopped for a moment to hear the song of skylark. And at last the sun began to move slowly and smoothly, and she had to move from the place and could not listen to the sweet voice of the bird for a long time. Perhaps his fellows would have listened to the songs for a long time and enjoyed a lot. Exercises. A. Understanding the poem. 1. Answer the following questions. A. Where was the skylark? Answer. The skylark was hanging between the earth and the sky, and soaring and singing. B. Who is listening to the bird's song? Answer. The poet and perhaps the skylark's mate. C. When does the skylark sing and when is it silent? Answer. The skylark sings when it is flying up and when it is hanging between the earth and the sky. It is silent when it flies down. D. Which words and phrases in the poem tell us what time of year it is? Answer. It is early summertime or spring. Tender green corn. Butterflies danced. The earth was green. The sky was blue. One sunny morn, swift the sunny movements. These questions are more difficult. Discuss them first. E. What do you think the poet wants to tell us about the skylark's mate? Answer. Like the poet, the skylark's mate too was somewhere nearby, marveling at the song and flight of this bird. F. Do you like the poem? Say why or why not. Answer. Yes, I like the poem because it comprises upon the sweet and melodious voice of the skylark, and it creates the impact of nature. 2. Answer the following questions with reference to context. A stage below, in gay accord, white butterflies danced on the wing. A. What was the stage above? Answer. The blue sky. B. What was in the stage above? Answer. In the stage above were fine sun and the shagbark. C. What in particular does the word accord refer to? Answer. Accord means in harmony with. The skylarks dancing and singing were in harmony with the white butterflies dancing around the cornfield. Match the idioms in column A with the meanings in column B. A. On the ball. On the ball, to be alert, well informed. On the mend, to be recovering after an illness. On velvet, to be in a favorable state. On call, to be available for duty. On edge, to be nervous. On the dot, to be punctual. On the job, to be doing a job or work. C. Learning about language. Tenses. Say whether the verbs in the sentences given below are in the past, present or future tense. A. She went to the circus last week. Simple past. B. She usually goes to the circus when it comes here. Simple present. C. What is she doing now? Present continuous. D. She is doing her washing. Present continuous. E. Will she come to the cinema with us? Future simple. F. She will come if you ask her nicely. Future simple. G. I will go and ask her tomorrow. Future simple. H. I am doing my homework now. Present continuous. 2. Write sentences of your own using the words below and the tense shown in brackets. A. I go to school every day. B. I am going to school now. C. I usually give my mother a present on her birthday. D. I am writing a letter to my uncle. E. I eat a lot of rice on Sunday. F. I am wearing a new pair of trousers today. Thanks for listening. For new videos, don't forget to subscribe my channel. And if you like my videos, please share and like.